live CID only is coming. I have not mentioned your name. Created your ID.
Hello, sir. What are you saying, sir? The audio just cut off a bit.
No. I'm just looking at LI live CID. I think you are not registered in the Skype. I have not registered and entered your name and registered in the Skype. So
No,
this
sir.
might
I
be a
just
glitch.
before you just sent the link. I just downloaded it somehow and joined in a hurry.
Okay.
That's why.
So okay, correct. So you may have to create your ID. You have to mention
Yes,
your
sir. I'll
name.
create. I'll create. Yes.
Yeah. So so that is the thing. So when it comes to Vedanta, okay, Brahma Jignasa. What is Brahma Jignasa? So in the Brahma Jignasa, experience is also valid along with the Shastra. So here, uh, when you do the Brahma Jignasa, that means what? To know the Brahman. Brahman is what? All-pervading Brahman. So how to know the Brahman? So to know the Brahman, there are many schools. At the Shankaracharya time itself, there were many schools of thoughts. So now it comes, now if you come now there you can also find many of the schools. More or less, whatever Shankara has faced at that time through Purva Paksha, more or less same concept is there, but in different versions. Like Ravi
Yes,
Shankar
sir.
will do something, and art with the yogi is that the
Sadhguru.
YSS.
Jaggivasu.
Will tell something. YSS is there. Those and all those people will mix Vedanta along with yoga and something else. Okay,
Yes,
Kundalini,
sir.
those
Yeah.
many things they will
Uh-huh.
tell. Okay, so that is also Brahma Jignasa. This is also Brahma Jignasa. So what is the correct Brahma Jignasa? That we have to know.
True.
That comes under
True.
Brahma Jignasa. So that's why the first concept of Brahma Jignasa is Sarvatrika Purnanubhava.
Okay, sir. I'll
Sarvatrika
write this down.
means, yeah, universal experience, universal acceptance, universal acceptance. Everyone should accept that. So when I say that you are in a waking state, you will get a dream. Everyone
Hmm.
will accept. No one will deny on that. Whether you are
True.
Hindu, English, or whoever, no one can deny on that. And Sarvatrika Purna Anubhava. When I say Purna Anubhava, it should not be a partial intuitional experience. It
True.
should be a full-fledged experience. Full-fledged experience. If it is a what is partial intuitional experience? Can you just tell me?
Partial experience, sir, like special experiences. Let's say samadhi, which is
Yes.
like for a specific person in a specific time will enter into it. Everyone will not understand it. It is a special experience, and after a certain point of time, they'll
Confined
return.
to him only. Confined. He may tell.
Yes.
So he may
Yes.
tell, I saw stars in my
Yeah.
experience. I saw that guru in my experience. So that's why I'm realized. So he may tell that. But it is not even an experience. That's what we can't deny the fact that they had got that experience. They may
Yes.
get that experience. They may go to
Yes.
that Devaloka also. They may meet the
Yeah.
Pitraloka also. Those single are there. But we can't
Yes,
deny
sir.
that. Shankaracharya will also say that we will not deny those experiences. But and Chakra, they will someone will check say that Kundalini as Jagrata Kundalini has I have experienced the Kundalini Jagrata and that Muladhara Chakra has activated. Those signal is there. That is fine.
Yes,
But
sir.
it is not an universal experience and also it is
Yes, sir.
not full-fledged experience.
True.
So here in the Shankara Vedanta, there is no room for partial intuitional experience, but it should be full-fledged, complete experience. That is called Sarvatrika Purnanubhava. That is the first important concept of the Shankara Vedanta. Out of the
Yes, sir.
five, that is most important. Five important concept that is most important. Okay, I will just
Okay.
brief all those five things now. So
Okay, sir.
later, whenever we find a time, we can explain. We can have that sessions
Okay,
independently.
sir. Okay,
Okay,
sir.
so that is first thing. Second thing, Dharma Jignasa, Brahma Jignasa, that is there, but that is not a five important concept. Okay, first important concept is that. Okay, second important concept is, so okay, through that Sarvatrika Purnanubhava, what is to be known? Obviously, it is Atman. Okay,
True.
what is
Okay.
that Atman? When you say Atman, many of the schools have got different things. When they
True.
say Atman is simple. That is me. That's all. In Sanskrit, Atman means me. Which
Yes.
me? That is very important. That not the me which is confined to this psychophysical complex. Sharira Indriya Mano Sanghata. Sharira Indriya, the sense organs, and mind. Sharira Antakarana Indriya Sanghata. That is psychophysical concept, complex. Normal people, ignorant people will think that this is me. Okay. So the real Atman is the one which is all pervading. That
Okay.
Atman is called the Sakshi in Vedantic term. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So one has to identify, recognize that Sakshi Swarupa. Okay. So recognizing that Sakshi Swarupa is most important. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
to know that, understanding the concept of Avastatraya that is being told in Mandukya Upanishad is very important. Even
Okay,
though
sir.
Mandukya Upanishad has got only 12 verses, 12 mantras,
Yes.
it can replace many of the texts. Okay,
True.
that's why it's very important to understand the concept of Mandukya Upanishads.
Sir,
Okay,
one doubt.
yeah,
Sir, regarding the Mandukya, uh, the point is the oppositions like the Tattvavadis and the Vishishtadvaitins, they propose that the first 29 mantras of the Karika that are also part of the original Mandukya text. Now, my point is, if it is from the Veda, then the same copy of the Veda should be available for everyone, right? So,
correct.
Acharya is saying that 12 mantras are there, and I wholeheartedly believe that Acharya is saying 12 mantras, that is, it is 12 mantras only. But why are these later Vaishnavas? They are saying that the first 29 mantras of the Gaudapada
Swamiji
Karika.
has clarified those things and all in Mandikara Savivruti and the text and all. He has clarified that. So many were
Right.
telling that even that Kodapada Karika is there. No, they were telling that that is not the Karika. That is part of the Mandikya Upanishad.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, they were telling that, and also there were many misconceptions on the texts also. That those things, and as Swamiji himself has clarified that if at all that is the case, then why would have then why do would have then these things and all would happen that and all. I think you have gone through those things and all, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm in the. I've just started the first chapter of the Gaudapada Hridaya. So that
Oh,
is why I don't know entirely. Just the basics I know. Some. The first chapter I'm reading right now. That is why.
Godapada Hridaya and Mandikara Sri Vivruti, both and all one and the same. Most of the things are covered in Mandikara Sri Vivruti.
Actually, sir, in Mandukya Rahasya Vivriti, I can't read because I don't know Sanskrit properly. The translation,
Yeah,
it is
translation.
average, small, very small.
Correct. A
That is
translation,
that is
you're going to the translation of the Devrai Kulkarnis only, right?
yes, sir. A blue
Okay.
color book. Yeah.
Mhm.
PDF.
PDF. That is made by our guru only. So he
Okay.
had done at that time. So we only typed those the texts. I think some in 2008 I started to type those things and all. Later
Oh,
he
okay.
corrected. Okay. So then that is the thing. So after knowing the Sakshi,
Right.
then we have to know, okay, Sakshi concept you know. So are you realizing? No, it is not.
No.
You
No.
just know, you came to know that there is one experience which is beyond our Laukik experience. Okay.
True.
That is Shastriya Drishti. Through Shastra Drishti only you can able to identify that there is another experience. Okay.
True.
Okay. If you if unless and until you take standpoint from this to that, you will not be realizing. So that's
True.
why Swamiji was telling that to know the self is to be the self, not
True.
knowing the self, not objectifying the self. To know the self is to be the self.
Yes.
So how to be the self? To be the self is to cease the identification with the not self. Okay. So how will you cease the identification with the not self? So that's why there is a technique. That is, first concept is that. Second concept is identifying the witnessing principle. The third most important concept is adhyaropa apavada prakriya. So there are many prakriyas which is adopted in Shruti, that is Upanishad, for the purpose of teaching and uh, uh, to teach the Shishyas to take identification in the self. So that's why that is through many prakriyas like Avastatraya, Panchokashvaka prakriya, Drugdashvaka prakriya, Samanya Visheshagnana prakriya, Anvaya Vyatirika prakriya. There are many such prakriyas which is been told. All those prakriyas will come under Adhyaropa Apavada prakriya. So
Okay.
that's why that concept of Adhyaropa Apavada is most important to study. So these things and all is been explained in Vedanta Prakriya Pratyabhigna. In
Yes,
the
sir.
Prabodhananda Swamiji's audios also are there. Which are very, very, very nice and very good audios.
Yes, sir. Only I have listening to them. 21 are there. 21 audios.
21. That's why I'm thinking. So how to, if at all, if it is possible, I will see. I can buy one hard disk and transfer all those files to you, and I can send that to you.
Sir, how many are there? His Vedanta Pratyabhigna Pratyabhigna, how many classes are there originally
No,
of
all
Prabhudananda ji?
together, not only Vedanta Prakriya Pratyabhigna, all to put together, I think there are, I think, uh, I don't know, maybe more GBs are there.
Okay, GB is okay.
I will let you know on that. Let us see. Let us see
Okay.
how to send that to you later. Then Adhyaropapada Prakriya, what to know. So that is the third most important concept. The fourth
Okay.
important concept is Vyavahara Drishti and Paramartha Drishti. So that is important to know, study the Shankara Vedanta, because most of the places he will tell. So while explaining, Shankaracharya will, when he want to explain in Laukik sense, he will explain certain things. When you want to explain on the from the standpoint of Sakshi or Swarupa Drishti, he will explain certain things. So only if you know this differentiation of Vyavahara Drishti and Paramartha Drishti, that is called
Yeah.
transcendental viewpoint and empirical viewpoint in English. So then only it is very easy for you to learn Shankara Vedanta. That is fourth important concept. And fifth important concept is your Vastu Tantra Sadhana and Kartru Tantra Sadhana. Do you know anything about that?
No, sir, I have never heard anything about Vastu Tantra or Kartu Tantra. Never.
So the Vastu Tantra Sadhana means direct means to know the self.
Okay.
So what are all the direct means to know the self is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana.
Okay.
Do you know what is Shravana? So
Yes,
where
sir.
it came from, which Upanishad this words has come?
Sir, Upanishads, so I am not too well versed in.
Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Yajnavalkya Maharshi will tell
Right.
Maitreyi. So
Okay.
Maitreyi, so he will recognize that Maitreyi is a good aspirant. So after
Okay.
knowing that, so he will tell Maitreyi, his wife, that come, sit down. I will tell you, I will teach you Brahman, because you are qualified for that. You need not have to do any other sadhanas. I will just
Right.
tell you that direct means to know the self. So that's
Mhm.
why it is Atmava Are Drashtavyaha Shrotavyo
Shrotavya,
Mantavyo.
Mantavya, Nididhyasitavya. Yes, yes, I remember that now. Yes.
Yes.
That verse I know.
Shrotavyo is Shravana. Mantavyo is Manana.
Man-
Nididhyasitavya is Nididhyas.
Nididhyasana.
Okay. So Shravana, if you know the, if you take identification of the self just by Shravana, that is listening. Yeah, for example, in Kathopanishad, just by listening to the teaching from Mrityu Devata Yama, Nachiketa took standpoint in the Brahman.
Yeah.
That is, in a simple words, you can take a note on that. Very important note.
Okay, sir. I'll
Shravana
note down.
is, yeah, Shravana is,
Okay, 1 second. Yes. Okay.
yeah,
Right.
Shravana is verification
Right.
at the time of listening is called Shravana. Verification at the time of listening. You just have
Okay.
to
Time of
verify
listening.
whether that is applicable or not. Applicable or
Okay.
not. If you feel that it is something is there, I think it's not applicable. You can ask the question. That is called pariprashna. Pariprashna.
Right.
Nachiketa didn't ask any question to Yama. I think
Right.
if you have gone through Kathopanishad, just like in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked many questions, whereas
Right.
Nachiketa didn't ask any question regarding the Atma Gnana. Other questions he asked, that is fine. For the Atma Gnana, he didn't had any question, he just validated because his purification of mind is what is with such a level. Okay.
Right.
The highest purification of mind is required for Shravana. Okay.
Right.
That is called Shravana. Okay. If you can't able to identify yourself with Shravana, then Manana is required.
Okay.
Manana, in Manana what will happen? I mentioned certain prakriyas, no? Avastatraya, Panchakosha or whatever,
Yeah.
based on his I can't say taste. The many jignasus will because many of the prakriya has been told in Vedanta. That doesn't mean that everyone should follow those prakriyas. Any of the prakriyas you can take, which you feel that it is comfortable for you. You have to learn that those prakriyas through gurus and shastra. Then later you have to do manana on that. When you say manana, it is just not mere thinking about that.
Right.
Thinking and while thinking itself, you have to try to identify with yourself. That is
Right.
called manana. So that means at the time of listening itself, it will not happen, but it will happen gradually by doing the manana. That's why there is lot of difference in Laukik sense and Shastric sense when you say manana. It is just not mere thinking about that.
So, sir,
So,
what will be the proper definition of manana? Like Shravana, you said
yes,
that it is verification at the time of listening. So,
listening.
manana would be.
Manana would be like, so after listening to those prakriyas, you have to go to your home or whichever is your comfortable place in a Ekantavasa. There you have to thought about those prakriyas. For example, Avastatra Prakriya, in Mandukya Upanishad, the Avastatra Prakriya, you will see those prakriyas, you will do the Adhyaropa. Making the Adhyaropa would be easy, but that also would be difficult. But after doing the Adhyaropa, how to do the Apvada?
Yes.
So you will think over that. So,
Hmm.
okay, so Shastra is telling this while applying something is not correct, you may think.
Yeah.
So there are many obstacles in the way when you
Yes,
think.
sir.
So you can able to identify those obstacles. That is because you are not ready to those
Right.
teachings. Because your chitta is not that much purified. Even though
Yes.
you feel that it is correct, it will not come to your experience. So that's why
Yes.
what you will do, so you will go back to do some sadhanas. So to do
Right.
this, to again come back to this manana.
Hmm.
Just thinking over repeatedly those prakriyas is called manana. So at the end of manana, you should get identification with yourself. So in the manana, what will happen is there will be viveka as well as concentration. That is ekagrata.
Yes.
So viveka means discrimination. Proper discrimination is called viveka. Okay.
Right.
So viveka will be in front. Ekagrata, that concentration will follow that viveka.
Hmm.
So viveka, you will do that intellectually. You will think over the shastras through your anubhava. No, that is viveka.
Right.
So Viveka will be followed by your concentration. Concentration will come only if you do many practices. So before this Shravana Manana, that's why there are many things to tell about that. I can't cover everything today. So because that is called direct means of sadhana. Manana, concept of manana, everything I can't tell now, to tell today itself. There are many
Sure, sir.
concepts about that. Okay.
Sure, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So whereas when come to Nididhyasana is the name told in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. The same Nididhyasana has been told in Bhagavad Gita 6th chapter, which is called Samadhi Yoga or Dhyana Yoga. Okay.
Right.
Same Nididhyasana is told in Kathopanishad as Adhyatma Yoga. Okay.
Right.
Same Nididhyasana is told in Mandukya Karika by Gaudapadacharya as Mano Nigraha Yoga. Okay.
Right.
There is a technique. So here in the Nididhyasana, I told in Manana that there Viveka should be there. Viveka should be followed by concentration. Whereas in Nididhyasana, concentration is most important. Concentration should be followed by Viveka. So more concentration within yourself will be there. Will be there in Nididhyasana. That is step-by-step process. Step-by-step process. So first you will not use any prakriya over here because you shouldn't use your mind at all. You have to just validate. You have to just you should talk. You should not take identification with the things, external things first. Then later come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Then take chant poetry in yourself. That is called Nididhyasana. So these three are the direct means of sadhana: Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana.
Right.
So to know, to enter to this direct means of sadhana, you should have proper other sadhanas. These are called, that's why it is called Vastu Tantra Sadhana. Vastu means things. To know certain things, there is no room for imagination, right? So if at all, imagine that there is some fruit called butterfruit. Earlier days, those fruits were not there. Only foreigners would know that fruits. Okay. I have not tasted that fruits. When you give that fruit to me, when I eat, then concept of butterfruit will come in your mind.
Yes.
Correct. So that is called vastu. It is dependent on the vastu.
Yeah.
It will not depend on others. It depends on the vastu. That's why vastu tantra sadhana. Knowing the vastu. Here vastu is Atman itself. Knowing the Atman is the sadhana. There is no room for imagination at all. And also, whereas when it comes to karta tantra sadhana, there is a room for imagination. Since you can't know the self, because of your impure mind, what you will do, that self, you will give some form and you meditate upon that.
True.
So that's why in the Kartu Tantra Sadhana is most important. When you complete Kartu Tantra Sadhana, then only you can enter Vastu Tantra Sadhana. Under Kartu Tantra Sadhana, there are two divisions. One is Sahakari Sadhana and another is Parampara sadhana and Sankari sadhana. Parampara sadhana, Karma Yoga, Upasana, Japa, those things and all will come. Whereas in Sahakari sadhana, that 13th chapter Bhagavad Gita, it's Amanitva, Adambitva, those things, those sadhana has been told, no, that will come. And Buddhi Vishuddhaji sadhana will come. Those divisions are there. So those are Kartu Tantra sadhana. There is room for imagination. So that will not depend on the vastu. Instead, it will depend on the kartru. When I say kartu tantra sadhana, it depends on kartru means you, who is the doer. So you can do, you may not do, you may do differently. When I say you have to meditate upon Ramachandra, Sri Ramachandra, so you may meditate upon Sri Ramachandra with Pattabhirama. Pattabhirama also can meditate. You can meditate that Balarama also can meditate. You can meditate that Kodandarama also. It depends on you. Kartru. The sadhana will depends on you. That is all Kartru Tantra sadhana. Okay.
Yes.
Whereas it comes to Vastu Tantra, it will not be dependent on you. That
Okay.
butter fruit which I mentioned will not depend on you. It can't be like how you can think this butter fruit as some goa or whatever. So
Yeah.
that all depends on the vastu, not on the
Yeah.
kartru. So
Yeah.
that's why Kartu Tantra Sadhana is different from Vastu Tantra Sadhana, but it is most important to enter to the Vastu Tantra Sadhana. That is on the Vastu Tantra Sadhana and Kartu Tantra Sadhana Vingada.
Right.
So those five concepts are very important. So let us see, along with Mandukya basis concept, I will go through these five concepts. After knowing
Right.
that, I think you can grasp quickly, and you can ask the questions in between or later also after finishing that. So I will see. So when is because daily I'm doing Vradhana Upanishad in
Right.
YouTube. So whenever I find a time, then I will message you. At that time, I will continue. Mostly more. So as per your schedule, so which is the comfortable time for you?
Sir, my comfortable time will be this evening time only.
Hmm.
Evening
Evening.
after 5:15.
Okay, after 5:15. Actually, I work from home Monday and Friday. So all
Okay.
the 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will go to office. Saturday,
Okay.
Sunday, anyway, I will be free. So
Hmm.
Saturday, Sunday, I will let you know. So when it is possible, maybe morning time, Saturday, is it possible?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, Saturday, Sunday morning time. Will let us fix some time also. Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, sir.
Maybe
Okay,
or
sir.
we'll fix some time on Saturday, Sunday. Late in the
Hmm.
weekdays and all, we will see. So when you can able to connect, maybe Monday and Friday. So whenever I'm free, I will message you like this. We can connect
Okay,
on
sir.
Friday and
Okay, sir.
Saturday and Sunday. Let us fix some time.
Okay, sir.
So
Achha, sir, few
maybe
question.
yeah,
Yeah. No, sir. Please finish. Then I ask the question.
maybe. So what time? For me, I think 8 o'clock would be better for me. 8:30.
E evening,
No, no, morning.
morning. Yes,
Saturday,
sir.
Sunday.
Yeah, it is fine. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. No problem.
Okay.
8:30 morning. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay,
8:30,
so
8 also would be fine. Yeah, 8 we can
okay,
connect. Okay.
okay, sir. 8.
So
Okay.
let's fix at 8. Then
Okay.
yeah, just tell me. You would ask
Yes,
me
sir.
something.
Sir, I had a few questions.
Hmm.
Small questions, sir, because these are the fundamentals. The sadhana, so obviously, you are helping me. I'm like very grateful to you for that. But certain small concepts are there, na? Like the concept of avidya. One, the concept of avidya, it was given an ontological status in the Mula Vidyavadi circles that it is an existent entity somewhere. It is Bhava Rupa on that. In the Swamiji's Prakriya, in the Shankara Prakriya, uh, it is just misapprehension for the self, for the not self, right? Just the misapprehension, nothing else.
That's all. Hmm.
That's all. But the point is that if there is no outer avidya, then why exactly is the misapprehension happening?
Okay. That's all your questions is finished, na?
No, so this is the first one. If you can answer, then some recommendations I will get.
Hmm.
This is the first
Okay.
question. Yeah.
First question. Should I start?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay. So you will see dream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, once you wake up, you will know that all the things which you saw in the dream is not there. Correct?
Yes, sir. True.
So at the time of seeing the dream, will that questions comes to you? Why this has
No, it
happened?
does not. No, sir, it does not.
Hmm. So that's the answer.
Okay. Okay.
Because the another ananto naijargikolo adhyasa. When you
Yeah.
say another ananto, we don't know when it started. While dreaming, will you know when it started? This misconception of the dream.
No, sir. No,
No.
no, this is not
When will it
possible.
end? That also will not know. Will
No,
you know in
anytime
the
it can.
dream that when I will going to wake up? In the dream,
Right.
will you ask that question when I am going to wake up? No.
No, sir. No.
You will not even know when it started.
Yeah.
So that's why it is there in your experience. That's all. Sarva
Yeah.
loka pratyaksha.
Yeah.
Sarva loka pratyaksha. It is there.
Yeah.
The one which is there, you can't deny. It is in your experience. It is there. Misconception is there. So
Yeah.
when it started, to whom it has happened, that also you ask the question.
Yeah.
Will in the dreams will you ask to whom it
Yeah.
has happened? Will it for Jiva or Brahma? How can
No.
it be
No.
for Brahma? How can it be for Jiva? That
Yeah.
questions itself will not arise at the time
Yeah.
of dream.
Right.
You can't able to tell that it's separate entity. If at all, if it is a separate entity,
Mm.
then why it is not there now?
True.
Okay, if it is separate entity, if at all that entity has got that much energy to
Mm.
mask Brahman,
True.
then which is greater? Whether that entity is greater or Brahman is greater?
True.
Those simple concept at all, they were not able to think over those matadishas and all. That is the thing. So that and all. That's why if you are correct jignasu, you will go in the right path. That's all. We have got pure Shankara Vedanta, which is taught by Swamiji. We have to just go through that. That's all.
Right. Okay, sir. So, and some recommendations I wanted, sir,
Hmm.
that you will take class in the whenever you'll have the time, sir. Because in the meantime, can
Hmm.
you tell me a step-by-step process that what text I should study so that the clarity from the beginner to the like immediately it can happen step by step. Because everything is there, na? So it is confusing what to do, what not to do.
Correct.
So,
Yeah. I also thought that. I will forward some PDF files to you. I think you
okay, sir.
might be there. You have already got that or not. I'm not sure. So I have some PDF files that I will send to you. And
Yes, sir.
also let me see in future because just like you, there may be other aspirants also who want to know that this basis concept and all. Let
Yes,
us
sir.
see what best I can do on that. So
Right.
that parallelly you can read those things and all, and you can also learn through many of the teachings of Prabhupada Swamiji. The most important thing. So the Prabhupada Swamiji teaching is there, no? That
Yeah.
is very, very, very beautiful gem.
Right.
If you learn a certain concept from him, no, because there is no replacement for him, if I
Right.
want to say.
अच्छा सर व्हाट अबाउट हमारे दैट होले नरसिंहपुर स्वामी जी और प्रकाश नंदेंद्र स्वामी जी
Prakashana Swamiji, okay, so it is very difficult to comment on the on Prakashana Swamiji because he has not come from his this tradition. His tradition was different. Now he has come to this tradition. That is
राइट
good, but is certain concept like as I mentioned, Shravana Manana Indhyasana. No, small division is there. uh,
ओके
I will not completely accept his teachings. I would have not
ओके
told this because I am also follower of Prakash Saraswati Swamiji, but I'm not core follower of him because
ओके
my follower is only that our Devrai Kulkarni and our
राइट
Guru. So the Devrai Kulkarni Guru is our Guru Gadi Gopinath. I follow him only. So from them, that clear picture I have already got. So that's
ओके
why I will not listen much of the things from Prakashananda Swamiji because
ओके सर
that influence, small amount of influence is also there. That other school,
राइट
small amount is there. That's why
राइट
I don't want those things under. So
अच्छा सर व्हाट अबाउट
that doesn't mean that you shouldn't listen.
नो नो नो
Very
आई
thing,
अंडरस्टैंड सर
yeah.
या no I was asking sir now there are very few people who talk about Swamiji's teachings. One is
Correct.
Prakashananda Swamiji. Prabhudanandaji's health, I think, is not that great nowadays. Because the recent classes I have been seeing, he's a bit, I don't know what condition he's suffering from. Like
Correct.
a bit, yeah.
Body
Acha,
condition is not good, but still at this age also, he want to tell. That is a good thing.
yes, exactly, exactly, sir. That is the, like, acha, another one is Subaraya Sharma ji.
Hmm.
What about him, sir?
100% don't go. That's all I can say.
Acha. Okay, sir. Why, sir? Can you please explain? Because even they are saying that they are following Swamiji. That is why I'm asking.
He is just for name and fame.
Right.
He's only has got panditya, and
Hmm.
also he will not tell any sadhanas. They
Okay.
karta sadhana, but he not. He will. So he will just. He know the Vedanta. That is okay. But
Hmm.
Vedantic concept alone will not help for the aspirant to take identification with
True.
us.
True. True. True, sir.
So to
True.
take the identification the self, you should
Hmm.
know the proper sadhana. You will not give
Yes, sir.
importance to sadhana itself.
Okay, right. No, I did. That's why I did not go to any of them. Na? That's why I was saying that no, I have to learn the Shastras properly. So I have to find. That's why I found you. That is very thankful. Like I God's grace.
And also, see, you being non-Karnataka,
Yeah,
see, you being Bengali, it is Bengali or Bihari?
Bengali, sir.
Bengali, you being Bengali, it is very surprising to know
Yeah.
that you know all the traditions. Supra Sharma, you know. How did you came about those things and all?
Subhra Sharma, I know how. I'll tell you. What happened was I was searching about Kleshapahari Naishkalmya Siddhi classes.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
all the Naishkalmya Siddhi, one is from, there are very few classes on YouTube because in Bengal, you know, it is Shakta and Gaudiya Vaishnava. So no Vedanta is there at all. So in YouTube, I was searching. So very few classes I found. One was from Arsha Vidya Gurukula. That
Uh,
I started, I was like, okay, this is just extra talking without the Shastra. So
Arshavitya
I,
Gurukula, which Swamiji you got?
not Swami, some Swamini was doing. Some Swaminiji was doing, aged.
Hmm.
Uh, Most likely, she's also from the southern India, or not from North India.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so then I was scrolling, and I found that Kleshapaharini book picture. I was like, okay, let's open. So one video was there in Sanskrit. So some Sanskrit I can understand somewhat. So I was like, okay, this is very interesting. So I was listening to him. Then because he was sitting in Holanarsipura, so Swamiji's statue, matlab, Pratima was there in behind. So I thought he's also from the tradition only. That is
Yes,
why
he
I
is
asked.
immediate Shishya of Swamiji. Okay, he has spent
Right,
lot of time with Swamiji. Okay,
right,
Vadar Swamiji, he has spent lot of time. But the
right.
thing is, he went for name and fame only. So
Okay,
for name and fame, he has got many titles, list of
right,
titles. If you can write one, there is one book itself with his
right.
titles. He will always go
Okay.
with that. So
So that
it's
is
better
weird.
not comment more on him. I just want to say that no, don't go for his teachings.
No, no, I will not go, sir. Actually, because even I don't understand because he does not take English and all, so I don't even understand what they teach and all that. So Prabhudananda Swamiji, I liked a lot. He was also from Arsha Vidya because
Yes,
Dayananda Saraswati was
correct.
his guru. But then he left, and I think he stays in Ramana Kendra, Delhi, right now, I
Hmm.
guess.
He stays in Ramanaki. He still belongs to Arsha Vidya Kendra only, but he follows Swamiji.
Right, right, right. I
Hmm.
recently was seeing his Mandukya class that was last year, 2023. He was so old, and he went to Arsha Vidya and he was teaching Mandukya. So
Hmm.
that was very inspiring. That at such age, he is still like teaching Vedanta. That is just so commendable, and I respect that a lot,
Hmm.
honestly.
10 years back, he has done many works. So at that time, most of them has recorded. So
Hmm.
those recordings, those who has got the recordings, no, they were not ready to give to anyone. So with a
Right.
great struggle, we got those cassettes, and we have translated those converted those cassettes to audio, and
Hmm.
we are uploading those in the YouTube. But
Right.
we are finding difficulties to upload those in the YouTube. So that's why we have got all those audios. Our Guruji has himself has took that initiation, and he himself has done all the conversion. Also he renamed those cassette, because that is sorting is very difficult task of those,
True.
because that was not at all arranged properly. So
Right.
he listened all the audios, and he somehow he was only the persons like our Guruji only can able to sort the sorting. Without sorting, you can't able to listen at all. Na? If you
True.
listen,
True.
what is
True.
the
True.
use?
Acha sir, a few more things I wanted to ask. If I'm not taking your time, I'm just asking because I had some questions.
Hmm. Tell me.
Okay. Acha, another, I was asking this about the Swamis of this lineage who say that they are from the lineage. I was asking about them. What about Advaita Saraswati?
Advaita, so he is from his tradition only. So,
Hmm.
but it's difficult to catch his accent. So, and
Yeah.
mm, so he will teach, but I've not gone through much of gone through those much teachings about Advaita Saraswami and all, because my tradition is different. My lineage is different.
Acharya.
My
Right, right,
lineage
right.
is that our Swamiji Devarai Kulkarni. There was some
Hmm.
other sannyasi also called Bhagavad Paja Swamiji. That he is
Hmm.
purely teach in Kannada. So and
Right.
our guru, the my
Okay.
lineage is that. It is
Okay, sir.
difficult to comment on Advaita Saraswati Swamiji, but uh, uh, certain such a small amount of not a deviation. So
I
they
was saying he
also
was
become
teaching Vivek Chudamani. I saw he was teaching Vivek Chudamani, which is
Viveka Chodamani he will teach, but he will also highlight that this is not the original text because
right,
Swamiji
right,
has also written Viveka Chodamani text. He has
right.
highlighted many places. Viveka Chodamani. So if you go to the sadhana concept and all, very good is very good in
Hmm.
Viveka Chodamani. Whereas when it comes to this Vedantic concept, because just like if I want to tell. You just heard about Shravana Manana Nidhyasana. So
Yes,
in
sir.
Viveka Chodamani, what they will tell is Shravana Manana Nidhyasana is equal to Dharana Dhyana Samadhi. Like that they will
No,
tell.
that is to Patanjali's Dharana Dhyana Samadhi. That is to total different because in Brahma Sutra there is a sutra that they refute the yoga school. So if they are saying they are similar, that is anti-Vedantic totally.
Correct.
Sir, last question. Acha, two more Swamijis are there. One is Jnananandendra Saraswati, whose book was there. I was reading about, I think, Bhamati. He has written a critique, I think, that one. And another one is there is someone, I think he passed away, Atmanandendra Saraswati, who wrote a book named Gita Sadhana Sopana,
Hmm.
which is a treatise on the Bhagavad Gita.
Translation. Gita
Yes, translation.
Sopana Pankti. So that is
Right.
a translation of original text of Swamiji.
So are those good books, sir? Can we keep those
Yeah,
books?
you can go through. So
Okay.
Granananda Swamiji, he has also passed long back.
Hmm.
I heard that he is also very good follower of Swamiji and no doubt about him.
Okay.
And Atmananda Swamiji, he has left, but I don't have much knowledge about him. But I think reading books is not.
Yes. Actually, I
Hmm.
came to know about Atmanandendra Saraswati through, I told you that foreigner guy, his name was Atma Chaitanya, Ira.
Yes.
Ira. So he recommended that book, Gita Sadhana Sopana. Also, he recommended this book, Magic Jewel of Intuition. He
Hmm.
was teaching, I think, somewhere. Even though his teaching is very basic, but the
Correct.
names I got from him, right?
Mm. Swamiji
And
has spent that Atmananda Swamiji has spent most of the time with foreigners only. He used to teach. He has got many shishas in foreign
right, right.
countries. Mm.
Right. And last thing, sir, actually, didn't tell you that in the call that after getting to know that misconceptions about Shankara, more I was curious to know, na, but I did not have number and all that. I did not know how to contact. So in Quora, the app Quora, there was one guy with the name Vikram Iyer. Okay, he said he was also the student of, I think, most likely this Subaraya Sharma only.
Mm.
So he recommended me this book, that the Magic Jewel of Intuition.
Oh,
So
good.
that is why I was asking about it, that it is all right or not. That is
Oh,
why I was
good.
asking.
That is
Nothing.
good only. So that those and all are the translation from the original text of Swamiji, you know.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
it's nothing harm to read. Good.
Okay, okay. That's all. That's all, sir. Thank you, sir.
Whatever
Then.
translation is there, no, that is always good. Whoever it may be.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. ठीक है, sir. Then can I leave then? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Next day.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Namaskar, sir. Yeah.
ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो नमो महाभ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम तत्सत श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु ओके सी यू बाय